Here's a quick tutorial on a LongShot I modified for a contract. You're going to want to start by removing the orange priming handle just by using the backside of a hammer, then taking out all the screws. Once you have your blaster open, you're going to want to remove the bolt sled and breech. And then remove the breech from the bolt sled by punching out the little metal piece seen on the right. You're going to want to then disassemble your breech at the point where the orange and black plastic meets, so you're left with two pieces like this. The air restrictors are in the back of the black piece, so you can just cut them out with a knife at the three prongs and end up with a piece like this. Then you're going to want to take your black piece and push it back up against the orange piece and fit in a piece of 17/32 brass that you'll then cut off, and this is used to re-secure the pieces together in the end. And you'll see you'll have about ½ an inch hanging over the end, and it'll be fully filling up the back, which will then fill the rest of the dead space with hot glue. Going to want to then cut down your spring to just under 5 inches, as you can see there. And then you're going to want to take your spring rest and fill it with hot glue to add a little bit of support and spring compression. And you can reassemble your entire plunger rod assembly and go ahead and add a thick chunk of foam to the front for padding. And put everything back in the plunger tube, and then you can whip out your JB weld and use that to go ahead and re-put the orange piece of the breech back to the black piece. Be careful not to go too thick, as it won't fit back in the plunger tube. You can then assemble the bolt sled together by just putting in that metal bar and throwing everything back into the shell minus the locks. So finally, I'll add 3/4 inch PVC to the back of the stock to lock it in place. So here I have the modified LongShot for a contract, and I'm just going to compare it firing to a stock LongShot, firing 2 rounds out of the stock LongShot and then 3 out of the modified one. So here's the stock LongShot. This is the modified LongShot.
They sort of from last harvest, so it's really good. I am really good now this fall.
So you can clearly see the difference. Modified LongShot shoots much harder and in a much straighter line. So hope you're happy.